here's the socket. It doesn't come with the wires or bulb. And so what happened was this piece here unscrews here. I have it right here. There's a screw part, and here's the other part. And what happened was the inside plastic piece here, here's one that works. That's fine. See how there's like two sides here? Well, this plastic piece is usually the problem. See, here's one and it broke. Usually the plastic piece breaks. Sometimes the end gets stripped. And also, another problem I've run into is this little metal piece gets turned by this piece. And sometimes this little metal piece gets pushed by this spring here, and sometimes it'll go into the spring over a loop or two. And then you'll need to push down the knob in order for it to stay on. And I guess other problems would be erosion or one of these metal clips break, but that's less likely unless your socket's very old. Okay, so I've taken it apart. As you can see, it's basically in the end here, there's this knob, which you basically have to just take pliers on the other side where my pinky is and just push it like that. And then you have this little nut bolt thing, and you gotta screw it off. And then the inside will come out. So over here I have it already out. I've already taken out the piece. And this is the most difficult part because I have to undo the wiring if I want to take this out. But that'll be much more work, I think. So I'm leaving it in here. And then here comes the most difficult part. And I'm back. Yeah, light set up here. I don't know. I got it in there. Okay, so my piece is ready that I'll need. And I need a screwdriver. Oh, okay. The pieces I need and a screwdriver. Don't need the remote. First, make sure these are all together and you got your spring in the end and everything's looking cool. I guess I'd recommend to probably just take it all out and replace the whole thing, considering that's the way usually, that's the only way I could find it, is the whole socket. I can just find the inner piece. They're like $3 or $4 a piece. So I have this piece here. Metal piece. And here's the first most difficult part. I don't know if this part's more difficult or the other one is. Both very difficult. Okay, so you gotta get this, and you gotta make it so it sits on top of both sides of the walls. There's like on the inside there's like a circle on the inside, and on the rims of the inside of the circle are slightly raised like ramps, and you basically wanted to get it on both sides of the ramp. See, I got it on there now. I'll try to zoom in here closer to see. Whoa. Yeah, you gotta like hold it the whole time. So see, I got it in there. It's not very important if if on top of which ramp it's on, as long as it's on both sides. Oh no. Jeez. Trying to get the better lighting, but okay. See, that part's done. Now you want to take the other side with the screws in. Now the piece is in. Get a hold of it. I got it. All right, so I got my piece here, got it in my hand, and I got this down here. So my piece is in there. You want to first figure out on this piece where my index finger is, where the opening is. There it is, the opening. That's where the metal bar is got to go kind of into. So I got that ready, and then I'm going to have it so it's aligned with the bar. So I push it down in here. It'll just kind of go right over it and then go in. And then I have to hold it down. So I got it down in there now. And it didn't go over it. It didn't go over my bar, but I can see the bar in there. And I have to like gently lift up and try to get it to go into place, while also not lifting up too much so it pulls out. So I'm basically trying to line all the pieces up now. You'll know when you got it over the middle of the piece because it'll allow you to push down on it. Okay, I think I got it in there. I think I got it in. I'm gonna go for the screw job because if I let go, without screwing it in, it's gonna pop off. Basically, I have to screw it in and then see if I got it correctly, or it does not go on. Besides, if your lamp gets moved around a bunch, screws could come out. All right, got it in there. Now, see, you got this piece, and I gotta flip it around in there, and then poke it through the hole here. I flip it around. All right, so I got flipped in here, and you gotta like turn it in there a little bit to get it to come through. Here. Whoops. So I got it through here. So I gotta turn it a little bit because the screw is like often shaped to go with this a certain way, so it doesn't spin around. And then I got my piece. There it goes. Okay. It's on there. And the final piece right here. So this piece, when you pull it off, it's often like kind of glued in there. You glue it back in there again, but I mean usually it'll just kind of stay in pretty like okay well. And if your switch is working, your knob's working well, and your socket and everything is working well, then it should be really easy to spin it. People like to see. People sometimes like to see everything. When I see it's kind of watching a YouTube video, he doesn't have it on camera, right? All right. And now I'm screwing in the light bulb. And it's on. So that's great news that it's on. It's just on. That means that it didn't get caught anywhere and that spring's not caught. Everything's working. I hope I didn't blind you. I hope you liked the video.